All right, I am going to unpack what can look pretty complex, and it is, but I'm going to do my very, very best in this video to unpack it all, keep it as simple as possible. Although what you're looking on at your screen here probably looks as complicated as possible. But essentially what you're seeing here is a schematic of an online machine, pretty much an online ATM machine, in the sense that when everything is humming along beautifully, it produces sales and it produces recruits. And if it doesn't produce a recruit, it still produces sales. If it doesn't even produce a sale, it's discouraging somebody from essentially wasting your time because this funnel schematic is essentially separating buyers from non-buyers, serious people from non-serious people. So the old days, of course, when I was doing multi-level marketing with prepaid legal, which is now Legal Shield, I would walk blocks. Well, first I would do research on Info USA, and I would find the names of the homeowners, and then, I'm sorry, not the homeowners, the business owners, because I was in the small business department. After I was doing recruiting, while I was doing recruiting, and I did build a team, it was about 383 people nationwide. It generated anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 a month for me, which for some people is amazing. Some people it's not. It's pennies. For most people that join any kind of multi-level marketing or network marketing, they don't make anything. So something was good. Something was better than nothing. It got me 3 all paid trips, cruises, that kind of stuff. So, and a $500 a month car payment. So did okay. So I was pretty familiar with the process of recruiting folks and duplication and all that kind of stuff. And so essentially what you're looking at here is a way to take what I was doing when I would go to Info USA and find business owners' names, and then drive to the business areas, walk up to the business and walk in the front, and sometimes walk in the back. Sometimes get kicked out because you weren't supposed to be in there soliciting. But I would go in there and sell. There were times when I was recruiting, and I remember one time I brought a team of 10 people. I was dressed in a suit, and we were all passing out magazines inside of the mall to recruit. Have you seen this? Here, let me give you a copy. And so we would give out the free copy, and the idea was that out of X amount of magazines that were passed out, I would be able to recruit, which I think is just a horrible, horrible way of building a business. But, at that time, and I think still to a great extent, even today, internet marketing was frowned upon because the perception was it wasn't duplicatable. And so what you're going to see here is not only does this allow you to just put money into Facebook ads that will then funnel into the sales funnel that will do the recruiting for you, but it also sells some products prior to the conversation about recruiting, so that way the funnel is making a self-liquidating offer. It's paying for itself to advertise, and so you can scale up as high as you want, and it'll continue to pay for itself. And I'll explain how it does that, so that you're not only getting your advertising and marketing costs covered, but essentially what comes out the end of the funnel is somebody who is wowed by the whole process, wants to have the same kind of process for themselves to recruit, and that's when they're ultimately presented with the opportunity. And the opportunity in this case would be EXP Realty, but it could be any opportunity, so it doesn't really matter. So throughout this ATM machine that you're looking at, which I'll dive into in a second, so don't worry, I know it looks confusing, but just want to give you kind of an overview of how this works and why it works. Today, this is a business model I've been using since 2014, and that I used to create cash flow in my real estate business. Prior to that, 2009 is when I started doing everything online. So about 9 years ago, I started doing everything online because I knew online and automation was going to be the future. As I started going into McDonald's and seeing the tellers were essentially becoming automated machines. You know, I feel for those folks because now they've even got somebody standing next to the automated machine to help you learn how to start using the automated machine, which is eventually going to replace them. It's just crazy. So, you know, you go to the grocery store, automated machines replacing all of the cashiers. You go into the bank, automated machines replacing the bank tellers. So 9 years ago, I started to do this and understand that this was the future. And then in 2014, I implemented a funnel that looks just like this into my own business. And today, of course, as you can see here, this is essentially the one I'm currently doing. It's a newer funnel that I've built. But as you can see over here, these are the pages of the funnel that they give free offers, then they do upsells. The OTO means one-time offer, then the order form, then the confirmation form, and then there's a second offer. So it's very similar to this. You know, there's a survey, something that's free, then there's an order page, then there's an upsell, then another upsell. It's the same stuff I do in my own business, as you can see here. And if you look, this goes all the way down here. So I've created essentially an automated machine that does all my selling for me. So then all I have to do is focus on where my traffic is going to come from, and I have different traffic sources. Facebook obviously is probably the favorite, but it depends. It depends on who I'm marketing to. So you're going to see that here, that Facebook is where our traffic source comes from a Facebook ad, and then that traffic drives into a series of steps. As you can see here, a series of steps. So that's essentially what this is. This is my own, and right here I'm split testing two different variations of the same page to see which one performs the best. So again, in the old days, I was the one who had to always work on my sales skills so that I could perform better, so that I could make more money, I could recruit more, I could sell more. So all those skills, without a doubt, have helped me over the years tremendously because it gave me an incredible amount of skill and experience that has then translated into all the nerdy online stuff, right? So I've just essentially taken what I learned over those years and then translated it into an automated machine, which is this schematic here. So that, along with learning good ad copy or good salesmanship on print, so writing sales letters, writing sales videos, webinars, things like that. So anyway, just to give you kind of an idea of what you're looking at, this schematic here is essentially this through ClickFunnels. And these are the same concepts and principles that Russell Brunson, who is one of the partners of ClickFunnels, took the business within 3 years from $0 to $100 million. So all of the things that I implement are based on what I've learned and continue to learn from him. And you know, we're pretty sold out on it. You know, his family has actually done work for us as well. And so anyway, we're pretty hardcore about this process because obviously if you can take a business from 0 to 100 million in 3 years, you figured something out. And so they're big on recruiting funnels and all kinds of different funnels depending on what the niche is. And so what I'm doing is I'm marrying the two. Is that how you say it? Marrying the two of my experience in real estate with the automation. So the way that this funnel would work is you've got obviously the beauty and the highly targeted advertising that can be done for a low cost on Facebook. So there's always, you know, there's Google AdWords, there's Bing. I've done those two platforms. There's YouTube. I've done television. So I'm familiar with all those different types of media. I've done them all. But Facebook by far is the most affordable and has some of the best targeting. And targeting realtors that might be interested, or licensed agents that might be interested in maybe hanging their license somewhere else, especially for the opportunity to have a automated sales funnel that would work for them, and especially for building their own downline so they can have kind of like their own brokerage. You know, easy, very easy to target. So the idea would be to target them here at the Facebook ad and pull them out of Facebook with a very well written and persuasive sales letter that would then drive them into a survey. So it would take them out of Facebook and into the sales funnel. So if you look over here, this is actually a survey right here. You can't, I'm going to put my mouse over it, but it's right there. So there's a question there, and it's actually starts a survey. The survey is really just meant to get engagement. It's designed to talk about pain points and wants and needs and frustrations and problems that they might have, and get them to click and click and click while they're engaging more and more with the sales funnel. So that way, through the series of questions that are going to be purposely asked, these questions are going to be touching on pain points that we know realtors, me being one myself with Keller Williams and Remax later on, would definitely be interested in engaging with. So I would just be touching on stuff that was important to me as a realtor. And the idea of getting them to engage is that, and surveys are working really, really good right now, by the way, so this is why I'm talking about the survey, is that once they engage with that and they feel essentially that this funnel understands them, understands their wants and needs, they're going to then be asked to give their contact info, maybe name, phone number, an email, or maybe just name and email at this point in the beginning. And then when they do that and they hit the submit button, they're taken to this next page. And the next page is where there's going to be a video sales letter. So VSL is video sales letter, that is going to make an offer for a free plus shipping offer. Now, free plus shipping is powerful because now we're going to start asking for some money, although this part here is not meant to profit. It is simply meant to separate buyers from non-buyers, action takers from non-action takers, by offering a disc that you can get from Disc Delivered, a company that will actually produce them and handle all of it. So essentially, when someone says, yes, I'm interested in the content that's in the disc, which is going to be powerful content about how to build a winning, highly converting sales funnel that I will create, it'll be a course on that, they're going to get it for just $7.95, for example. And so that's what makes it an irresistible entry offer. They go, wow, you mean you're going to show me how to build that for free? All I have to do is pay for the shipping. So the psychology here is that we're offering something free, and we're doing that first. We're giving free engagement here, but then we're going to do a free offer. All they have to do is pay for the shipping. At that point, when they pull that credit card out, they're in, it's a buyer in heat, as we call it, right? So they're essentially now engaging in the process of purchasing, which is great. They're distinguishing themselves as a buyer. So as soon as they click the Buy Now button, before they're able to check out, they're going to be taken to the upsell page, which is going to offer them ClickFunnels, which is where we build these funnels in. So I'm going to offer them a done-for-you sales funnel, a funnel that's already done. So here they can learn how to do it, but most people, let's face it, would prefer somebody else to just hand it to them. And that's what they're going to get here. So this is where you would get, we would set you up as a ClickFunnels affiliate, so that way, because ClickFunnels charges $97 a month, you get about $38 a month, as long as they stay on, for them staying on with ClickFunnels membership. I pay $300 a month, but this is a good entry one. They get a free trial for the first 14 days, and then after that they're billed $97 a month. So you immediately start getting cash after the 2 weeks for this particular sale, and you're providing them tremendous value, because here they're going to get from you without you having to create anything, and with even without you having to ship anything, because Disc Delivered will ship it for you. they'll produce it, they'll package it all up, and they'll ship it out to the client for you. And then they're also going to get this done for you sales funnel, which is going to give them the sales, the online salesperson, if you will, which is what a sales funnel is, hand it to them. So they don't have to have any coding skills. They don't have to be techie. They don't have to be nerdy like me. They can just click a button and the funnel will be uploaded into their ClickFunnels account, and all I have to do is cover the hosting. So if you can see a pattern here, this is free, just cover the shipping. This is free for the first 2 weeks, and the sales funnel that we're going to give you that's done for you is also free. Just cover the hosting. So if you see it's free, just cover the hosting, just cover the shipping. So that's what makes this sale easy to do. And before they can check out and click and finish this sale, we have one final offer for them, and that is also a VSL video sales letter, which is going to be about traffic secrets. And I'm going to actually create an entire program course with several modules that is going to be costing $297. The value, honestly, I probably can get $1,000 for what I'm going to be providing. But it's going to show them how to get traffic to this sales funnel, because sales funnel is cool. It's like having a building, but if nobody knows about the building, your brick and mortar business, if no one knows about it, there's not a whole lot of value in it. So you've got to have traffic sent to them. So I'm going to show them how to drive traffic to that sales funnel. So if I'm a realtor and I'm looking to build my downline, I want to know how to build a sales funnel, but I really would like somebody to give me the sales funnel. And if I got a sales funnel that would sell, EXP for me, or whatever the opportunity is, then boy, I would love to have the secrets to getting traffic to that, and not just any traffic, but targeted traffic of other realtors that might be interested in hanging their license with me, or with EXP under me, and then have a consistent, predictable pond efficient for more recruits so I can build my downline. So at this point, we're not talking about here, and here. We're not talking opportunity specific, but we probably would be talking to realtors. So the video I would create here and sales presentations probably would be realtor specific, so that way they know that they're in the right place. Otherwise they might go, well, this is just some kind of a generalized MLM business, or this is just for online sales. But if it's speaking specific to realtors, then they feel like they're at the right place. They're going to stick around because it makes sense for them. And then when we get here to the EXP webinar, that's when EXP specifically would be pitched. And that's where they're going to then be given the opportunity to join under you. So if they do not, you've still made money here and here. You've still, at least at a minimum, recovered your marketing costs for ad spend, to have a guy like me managing all your Facebook ads. That's where these two spots here are where we're going to make our money. This right here is going to be just covering the cost of the shipping and the creation of the packaging of the CD. So this is how we create a self-liquidating offer, just marketing that pays for itself. And that all leads people that are making it this far all the way to the presentation of EXP. There's a very good chance that they're going to go, wow, these guys have the golden goose, the holy grail of a consistent, predictable way to recruit people without opening my mouth, without bugging friends and family, without trying to get everybody inside of my brokerage on my team and stealing people from the brokerage I'm currently at to get them to go under EXP underneath me. In this way, they don't have to talk to strangers. They don't have to do what I used to have to do, the 3-foot rule, or walk in malls and pass out magazines, or go to the local small businesses and through Info USA and find folks. They can just have essentially this automated sales machine doing the sales for them. And so even if somebody doesn't join EXP, they're still having their marketing costs paid for. And that's extremely powerful, because this is how you can scale up. Once these are dialed in, you can scale up as big as you want. Okay, so as soon as somebody sees EXP, if they just said, I'm interested in this, they would be then given a thank you page that would automatically redirect to your calendar. And just like me, my day is essentially just waking up and then seeing who has scheduled a call with me. So that's essentially where I'm at today. I use the same deal. If you look here in my own funnel, after I've made some sales with these one-time offer, that's what OTO stands for, a one-time offer. There's a second one, and then they're put into the membership area, so they get membership access in the membership area. Then, or they can go to my store page, things like that. What I'm ultimately trying to do is get folks to come into my high-ticket program, my agency program, where I can then run Facebook ad campaigns and essentially all the things that we're talking about with you right now. So it's the same thing. So if you look here, my agency opt-in is here. So if they've made it this far, they've bought some stuff from me usually, and if they've made it this far, now they've gotten some value from me, and then I'm simply saying, hey, I'm looking for a few of my dream clients. This is kind of where I'm segueing into saying, hey, if you've gotten some value from me with low ticket offers, boy, I want to provide some more value for you. They'll just blow you away. And so if I've done a good job at giving them high value early on, way up here, starting with this free lease option memo, then the natural desire of folks is to say, well, what else do you got? And so that's where they're going to make it all the way to the EXP webinar. For me, it's the agency, right? That's what I'm looking to do. And then once they get there, I've got an application for them. So they're applying to work with me, which is psychologically exactly what you want. You want people to come to you and you want them to apply to work with you. So here's the application. And then once they apply, they're taken to a thank you page, which is set to automatically just redirect to my online calendar. So that's what I'm talking about here, right? So in this part here, they are given a thank you, and then they're automatically redirected to an online calendar where they schedule a time that's convenient for them. And all I do is wake up in the morning and I see that I've got 5 calls for the day. I make the phone call, I just connect with them. And at that point, the conversation, as ours has been so far, if you think about our interaction, your interaction with me, you probably came through the same process. The interaction is very enjoyable. It's non-adversarial. They're not thinking they're about to get pitched. They're actually wanting more value from me. And that's because I've designed it that way. Everything has been very intentional, very pre-planned, and based on experience from doing it face-to-face and manually, and now just translating that online. So from there, if this call goes great, they sign up for whatever I'm offering. In your case, it would be EXP. In my case, it's the agency. And if they don't sign up right away, they're automatically going to start getting follow-up emails. So every day an email would go out that would encourage them to go back and watch the webinar, or depending on where they're at, it might be emails up here that are encouraging them to order their free plus shipping offer, which automatically is designed to set them, start selling them the upsells, right? So essentially, no matter what, we know that the fortune's in the follow-up, and that's what these are very powerful. Never underestimate how powerful these are. I mean, about 50% of your sales and recruits are going to come from follow-ups, because we know that people need 5 to 8 touches before they'll actually make a decision, especially when they're going to make a big commitment like joining and hanging their license under a new brokerage. So these emails are extremely powerful. These up here are designed to get them to buy something and take action. We want them indoctrinated into what we sell and the system that we use to build our team, so that way they'll build their team the same way. And that's going to make, because the question they're going to be asking here is, well, this is amazing, EXP is amazing, but how do I build it? And so that's what's answered here. And these are each one of these little icons represent entire courses, video courses that I would be creating with several modules. So example would be, module 1, lesson 1, course intro. Lesson 2 is going to be funnel types, pro tools of the trade, quick page build out. Lesson 5 is how to build content on your pages. Don't make it up. Module 2 is going to be payment and email integration. So essentially I'm showing them exactly how I built the funnel that they're in and how they can build it themselves, or they can just kind of plug into yours, or we can figure out some kind of a combination. Maybe they plug into yours, or maybe we have them purchase their own and you get a commission every time somebody purchases their own. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that we can do it. And so these courses, however, would show them how to do it. If they're techie, they want to do it themselves, awesome. If not, we can give them a done for you funnel. And so each of these here is this. It's this entire course. Each one of these lessons represents a video or a series of videos that I would be creating that would be step-by-step video instruction on how to do all this stuff. So when I say that, just these alone are really essentially a business themselves. These 3 areas are a business within themselves. Even if you didn't sell EXP or offer EXP as a business opportunity, these alone would produce cash. So obviously we discussed the reason for this. It's a sorting mechanism. It's also a self-liquidating offer that covers your marketing. And it also determines who's really a good fit, who's serious, because if they put money behind it, they're going to be they're pretty indoctrinated now in what we're doing, and they can see how building their EXP business is possible because we've just given them the exact strategy on how to do that. Okay, so again, if we've had our calendar call, now it's just a matter of following up with a series of emails to just make sure that they watch this webinar. Maybe they watch it again, or they get started and they join under you. And so down here below is just what I was sharing with you, that paid clients, people that pay up here, are gonna be sent to the members area, which is what I was sharing with you over here. The members area being where all the training is at. So I've got my own, that kind of stuff. So that's the idea. Hopefully this is as exciting for you to see as it is for me to put it together. The schematic and show you really the science and the art and the science behind generating tons of leads, which as you can see here, these new contacts, we get them all day long on autopilot for either myself or for my clients. And all these here are just opt-ins, and these are crazy types of opt-ins where they're coming in from either a Facebook ad or some kind of a traffic source. And these are people that are willing to exchange their contact info in order to start the sales process with us. And it's all on autopilot. I don't talk to most of these folks until they've made it all the way here or until they've bought something from me. So hope this is exciting for you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that we can work together, and I look forward to hearing from you.